Oh, why hello there, children. My name is Lieutenant Crunch, but recently I've been promoted to Captain Crunch. That's not important, though. This week, you guys are in for a real treat, because I'm going to tell you the very inspirational story of George Veditz, who literally preserved sign language in America. Through sheer determination, he was able to keep this language alive despite large resistance from the general public. So here we go, children! La. I am so glad my parents moved here from Germany. That was such a great decision. Now I'm fluent in both German and English. I'm so smart and have such great potential. My life is awesome and going exactly where I want it to go. I hope nothing terrible happens and I don't get deathly ill.
Oh, Georgie, are you alright? What's wrong?
I don't feel good, Mom. What's gonna happen to me?
I don't know. Let's go inside and call the doctor.
Okay, Mom. La. Hello, is this the Veditz house?
Yes, it is.
Are you George's mother?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna need to take a look at your son, ma'am. Can you show me where he is?
Alright, he's right down this way.
Alright. La. Okay, George, let's take a look here. George, can you hear me? George.
What's wrong with him?
I think he's suffering from scarlet fever. He's deaf.
Dead? What?
No, not dead, deaf. He can't hear anything.
Oh, that's a little better.
He's lost his hearing for the rest of his life. He'll never be able to hear again. But son, it's gonna be just fine. We're gonna get you through this. La. Hello, Mrs. Veditz. How are you today?
Hello, I'm great.
Alright, I'm just here to pick George up for our private sign language tutoring lesson. Do you know where he is?
George!
George, where are you, pal? Oh, that's right, he's deaf. He can't hear us. Oh, here he is. Hey, George. Glad we found you. Alright, how are you today, son? Okay, George, why don't you give me and your mom a second here? I'd just like to talk to her in private. I'll meet up with you in a second. Mrs. Veditz, I just wanted to talk to you about George. He is amazing. Not only is he proud of being deaf, but he just shows such great potential.
I know, he is. I'm so proud of him. There's just so much I couldn't say.
He's going places in life. I can already tell. Alright, well, we're gonna go get started. Bye, Mrs. Veditz. No! This is ridiculous. How could you guys think this is a good idea? You guys need to stop this madness and begin to learn how to actually talk and read lips.
But we can't. That's too difficult. It's more efficient to learn how to sign.
Well, that's just too bad, and you will have to learn. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually you will learn how to talk.
Oh look, it's George Veditz here to save us.
I'm sorry, what did he just say? I don't do sign.
He said, how dare you? These are normal people, sir, with feelings and goals in life, and you are crushing them, sir. These people should be able to learn the language of ASL freely and pursue a good career with new language.
Well, what do you plan on doing about it? They won't amount for anything. They can't talk.
He said, you'll see.
You may be asking, what was the effect of this video that George created? Well, it had two very dramatic effects. The first would be on the deaf community. They would be thrilled by this video. They were happy to have somebody on their side, defending their language, preserving it, making sure it would actually keep going. But on the other side, you had the community that was not deaf. And they were worried. They were scared of George. They were scared of what he was achieving, and they were worried that the deaf and ASL would take over their language. But in the end, George would prove victorious, and ASL would still be an effective language today. Why, hello there, children. So what have we learned today? Well, we've learned that Veditz was always a passionate man, full of fire and spirit. People say he essentially died a martyr to sign language. This is not saying that we need to die for what we believe into a point, but no, like George, don't let the crisis pull you down. Stand up for what is right and always keep fighting. In fact, George's motto was to fight for the rights of the deaf. The world did not think that the deaf needed sign language. Teach them to speak and lip read. It would be better off for us, is what the world was essentially saying to the deaf community. They were selfish. But George knew he had to preserve sign language. He knew that the sign languages were essential for the deaf. George also said, "A new race of pharaohs that knew not Joseph are taking over the land in many of our American schools. They do not understand signs, for they cannot sign. They proclaim that signs are worthless and of no help to the deaf. Enemies of the sign language, they are enemies of the true welfare of the deaf. As long as we have deaf people on earth, we will have signs. It is my hope that we will love and guard our beautiful sign language as the noble gift God has given to the deaf people. As long as we have deaf people on earth, we will have signs. And as long as we have our films, we can preserve signs in their old purity. It is my hope that we will all love and guard our beautiful sign language as the noblest gift God has given to the deaf people." George Veditz was quite a man of character, and is an inspiration to everybody. Back in those days, he was an inspiration to the deaf, to keep fighting, keep striving, to keep their language alive. And today we can use that fire and inspiration to our benefit, to fight for whatever trials we are doing in our life now. What an inspiration. Thank you for joining me this week. Good night.
I'm not surprised, not everything lasts. I've broken my heart so many times I stopped keeping track. Talk myself in, I talk myself out. I get all worked up, then I let myself down. I tried so very